Most people spend years trying to build a perfect credit score. They pay bills on time, they keep their balances low, they do everything right, and then they apply for a loan, and still get a worse rate than they expected. Here's why. The credit score number you see, it's not the same one your bank sees. In fact, you have over 40 different credit scores right now, and the free one you check on your phone is almost never the one that matters. In this video, we're breaking down what your credit score actually is, what lenders actually look at, and the 3 things that move the needle faster than anything else. Let's start from 0. A credit score is a 3-digit number, ranging from 300 to 850, that's supposed to tell lenders how risky it is to loan you money. The higher the number, the more trustworthy you look on paper. But here's the first thing most people don't know. There's no single credit score. There are dozens of scoring models. The most common is FICO, used in about 90% of major lending decisions in the US. But FICO alone has over 16 versions. Then there's VantageScore, the one most free apps like Credit Karma show you. VantageScore and FICO use similar data, but they weigh it differently. So your Credit Karma score could be 730, while your actual FICO score, the one your mortgage lender pulls, is 695. That 35-point gap could cost you thousands of dollars in interest over the life of a loan. You're not being lied to exactly. You're just not being shown the full picture. Your FICO score is built from 5 factors. Most people know they exist. Almost nobody knows how much each one actually weighs. Payment history accounts for 35%. This is the biggest one by far. Every on-time payment builds it. Every missed payment damages it. One 30-day late payment can drop your score by 60 to 110 points overnight, and it can stay on your report for 7 years. Credit utilization is 30%. This is how much of your available credit you're currently using. If your card limit is $10,000 and your balance is $3,000, your utilization is 30%. Most experts say stay under 30%, but the people with the highest scores stay under 10%. Length of credit history is 15%, how long you've had credit open. This is why you should never close your oldest credit card, even if you never use it. That account is quietly helping your score every single month just by existing. Credit mix is 10%. Having different types of credit, cards, loans, lines of credit, shows lenders you can handle different financial products. This matters less when you're starting out. New credit inquiries account for the last 10%. Every time you apply for a new card or loan, a hard inquiry appears on your record. 1 or 2 is fine. 5 in a month signals desperation, and lenders notice. The takeaway: fix your utilization and protect your payment history, and you've addressed 65% of your score. Everything else is secondary. Here's the myth that probably costs people the most points. A lot of people believe that if they pay their credit card in full every month, their utilization is 0, so they're in perfect shape. Logical. Makes total sense. Also wrong. Here's why. Your credit card company reports your balance to the credit bureaus once a month, and it almost always reports on your statement closing date, not your payment due date. So if your limit is $5,000 and you spent $4,000 on the card this month, even if you pay every dollar off before the due date, the bureaus may still see $4,000 as your balance when they receive the report. That's 80% utilization, which can seriously damage your score, even though you technically owe nothing. The fix is simple. Pay your balance down before your statement closing date, or make 2 smaller payments throughout the month. Your utilization drops, your score reflects it, and you're paying 0 interest either way. This one adjustment alone has moved people's scores 20 to 40 points. Now here's where it gets more interesting. Your credit score is a summary, but when you apply for a mortgage, a car loan, or a business line of credit, lenders don't just see the number. They pull your full credit report. And your credit report contains things your score doesn't show. It shows every account you've ever opened and closed, every missed payment with the exact date, any collections or charge-offs, public records like bankruptcies. A person with a 720 score and a clean report is a completely different risk from a person with a 720 score and 3 collections that recently fell off. This is why the advice, just hit 720 and you're fine, is incomplete. You want a good score and a clean report, which means checking your credit report, not just your score, at least once a year. In the U.S., you're legally entitled to a free report from all 3 bureaus every year at annualcreditreport.com. Go through it line by line. Look for errors. Roughly 1 in 5 people have a mistake on their report, and errors can be disputed and removed. First, request a credit limit increase, but don't spend more. Call your credit card company and ask for a higher limit. If they approve it without a hard inquiry, your utilization ratio drops immediately, without changing your spending at all. A $5,000 limit with a $1,500 balance is 30% utilization. A $10,000 limit with the same $1,500 balance is 15%. Same debt, better score. Second, become an authorized user on someone else's account. If a parent, spouse, or trusted friend has a credit card with a long history and low utilization, ask to be added as an authorized user. Their account history gets attached to your credit file. You don't even need to use the card. This is one of the fastest ways to build credit history, especially if you're starting from scratch. Third, dispute errors on your report. Download your reports from all 3 bureaus at annualcreditreport.com. If you find anything incorrect, a late payment you actually made on time, an account that isn't yours, a debt that should have aged off, dispute it in writing. The bureaus have 30 days to investigate. If they can't verify the information, it gets removed. These 3 moves cost nothing, and they work. Your credit score isn't a grade on how responsible you are. It's a model, built on specific inputs, weighted in specific ways. And once you understand the inputs, you can move the output. Most people treat their credit score like the weather, something that just happens to them. The people who build real financial stability treat it like a game with known rules. Now you know the rules. If this helped, subscribe. New video every week. No jargon, no filler, just the financial stuff that actually matters.